is the garlic that my daughter put in the oven yesterday that I criticized. Turned out to be delish. Now I'm going to use it. It's all chopped up. Nice with the olive oil in it. This is oregano. This is parsley. I learned this from my father. My father learned this from my grandfather, his father, who used to travel to Buenos Aires all the time.
This is Italian?
This is actually South American, from Buenos Aires.
Okay.
My grandfather used to travel by ship to Buenos Aires from Sardinia.
That's a long way.
Oh, yeah. And he'd stay there 6 months and leave my grandmother alone with 4 kids, 4 boys. My grandfather goes to Buenos Aires. On one of his voyages, he was nothing but a hula master.
What's a hula master?
He used to bang anybody that had a skirt on, or whatever you want to call it. He came home to Italy with my grandmother and 4 boys. Her name was Nicolette. That pig of my grandfather had STD, and he gave it to my grandmother. About 6 months later, there's no medication to cure that STD that he got.
God.
He died. About 6-7 months later, my grandmother died because that hula master gave her the STD. The 2 older brothers, they just went on their own. And my father, who was only 16, and his baby brother, was 4. So he went to France, my father and his little brother, who was 4, they went to France. My grandmother's sister lived in France.
Why'd she move to France?
Her husband was French.
Oh.
So he brought his brother there, 4-year-old brother, and she raised him. And meanwhile, my father joined the French Navy.
So Grandpa spoke Italian and French?
Yes.
And English?
My father became a French pastry chef. He really made beautiful French pastries.
Did you learn stuff from him?
Cream puffs. Everything else was really complicated.
Yeah?
I was talking so much before I forgot. There's the crushed garlic from yesterday that Nancy made. There's parsley, oregano, a dash of red hot pepper, a little vinegar, and olive oil. Voila. Yum, yum, on top of the fish. My grandmother was taking care of her kids. She was catching fish with her hands, while my hula master grandfather was hunting for bacala.